With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mike. Yellow. Wait. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Get the yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his first pass is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, 4 down. Check 50.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Panthers' 21-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. 59. Down to lose 1.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Hey, we got to get 15. Yellow. Mike's back.
Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week?
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
Green 80. You have to get time to see me. Four down. Gun.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike, sit.
Now Wilson on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
First down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. This is McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Everyone, you got 4 down. Watch 88, watch 88. Say. Check your hot read. Big Ed.
From the 35 on second down, Wilson being chased out left. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 23.
First down, Panthers.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a man who had some big runs against these Seahawks, it's Bo Jackson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
You got nothing. He's coming. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Wilson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Julius Peppers. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes now to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
That's our ball, baby. That's our ball.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 15. I'll go special. Alert. Jump.
On first down, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Hunter Henry brings it in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Julius Peppers able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow, I'm the Louis. Yellow.
Hey, check 59. Mike is 59. Mike's the 59. We ain't giving.
Yellow.
Switch.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. With it is Brown. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Watch the eye.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And here's Wilson. Going to throw again. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On third down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Yellow.
6-man. Check.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Watch the ship.
From the 40 now on second down, Mahomes. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Mike spot 9.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies. Yellow.
Twist. Check 59. Mike is 59.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Julius Peppers make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's how we do it.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Mike's 59.
Yellow.
Wow. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 59's Mike. Check. 59. You don't want none, baby.
Yellow.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Going. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go, let's go!
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Check nine.
He's checking.
Fuck that.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brings up second and 7.
Like the 15.
Exit.
Yellow.
Switch.
From the 29, Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kevin Green in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You got one, Kill.
And the blitz does come. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from the 20. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's been a long day for you. Watch the safety creep.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to more there. And now it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, defense, let's go.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Green, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st down, Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a... And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it flop. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Champ Bailey.